Black men have stood on the gallows of society for hundreds of years. We are the embodiment of what Nina Simone mournfully and beautifully sings about in Strange Fruit. That song will absolutely send a chill down your spine, especially in the quiet hours of the morning as you reflect on the state of your own existence. I've come to believe that the violence done to us is not accidental. It's not some form of natural discrimination. It's a violence that this society consciously or unconsciously has deemed necessary. A violence that keeps the wheels of a certain story turning. A world that cannot absolutely seem to function without our names upon its tongue in a dehumanizing manner. Look, I love telling stories. The world is full of storytellers. And at the root of every story is conflict. And when a society needs an antagonist or one whose nation is discovering itself, it usually chooses the familiar one. The one who has already hung beneath the trees, the one who has already stood on the scaffold for hundreds of years. I'm from Memphis, the same Memphis where Ida B. Wells began her fight against the lynching of black bodies, where MLK Jr. was assassinated. The same Memphis where certain narratives are spun and words turn into news. Or most recently where a rising black man was murdered in his own neighborhood. Look, I don't claim to know everything, but I know this. I will not stand for abuse, for violence, or harm against another human being. And I believe there are witnesses who know me who will stand by their truth. I do believe the work is being done within our communities and on the world stage to combat these cycles of violence. Yet I still hear a dangerous language taking shape. And it makes me wonder, where do some of you get your language from? It sounds familiar, but twisted. There are words that teeter on the edge of dehumanization, between monster and calling someone a miracle, and too often too far from miracle. Perhaps I'm not too far removed from the chains of slavery, less than 10 generations actually. Perhaps because I'm still searching for some sort of meaning, my ears are sharp. They perk up when I hear how others speak of black men. And I believe in controlling my own narrative or reclaiming it. So when I hear someone speak of what they think they know about me, I listen closely. And what I'm hearing, it's not me or those surrounding me, even at the least. I do see us moving toward a renaissance. I'm overly excited for it. A new moment of liberation. And yes, there's a lot of fine tuning to be done. But I do understand this, that liberation can be overshadowed in an instant when you begin to believe that the person across from you is a monster. Or when you even entertain the thought that they might be one. And whether a person is a monster or a miracle, that is not your choice to make. That is a question for self and the self alone. So when I hear it suggested that those who look like me are monsters, since I am conscious, I absolutely must challenge. I will absolutely challenge your narrative. Consider this. Less than 5 years ago, we all endured a global catastrophe, a cataclysmic event, a pandemic that touched every corner of humanity. Some of you would think that the nearness of death would have reminded us of our shared humanity, but it clearly did not. It added to a deeper divide. Remember the words, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me? That was a lie we were all told as children. History has proven otherwise. Your words can become sticks. Your sticks can become stones, and the stones can build the gallows that men stand upon, and words can lead a man to become strange fruit. Just as those words led Emmett Till to the river, just as they led many nameless brothers and sisters into unmarked graves. But I tell you here now, I will not stand upon your gallows, nor will I stand beneath your trees. Some of you worship a Lord and Savior who was crucified by flesh and blood. I do not intend to share that same fate. I'm conscious, I listen, and therefore I must challenge your narrative surrounding black men. We are not monsters, we are not myths. We are living, breathing miracles. To my brothers, black men, love yourselves. Black men, love yourselves.